I have a strict rule, and it's called run to the deal breaker. You've got to run to that deal breaker as fast as you possibly can, because there are more ways of earning money right now than ever before. And let's be honest, it's pretty overwhelming at times, right? And it can cause this sort of paralysis situation because you're overanalyzing absolutely everything and you never really get to a jumping off point. So it's important to waste as little time as possible, and certainly don't spend any money on something that will not eventually lead to the lifestyle that you dream of, that you don't see getting you where you want to end up. Now, the two categories that will usually tell me if there is a deal breaker involved is going to be lifestyle and financial potential. So initially, when I hear about an opportunity, 90% of the time, I can quickly determine if it's not something that I want to do because of the tasks and the responsibilities that are involved with it. It's just not going to be a fit for my lifestyle, which is my number one priority. And this is a very personal category for each person. For instance, I personally refuse to commit to anything that doesn't provide me freedom of mobility. A priority for me is traveling, and I've spent almost every month traveling the country and even the world over the past 2 years straight. So the freedom to be anywhere I want, whenever I want, for as long as I want to be there is a must-have when I consider ways to build wealth. And obviously, most income streams available aren't going to allow for this, so I can quickly rule those out. That's a deal breaker for me. My lifestyle also requires freedom and flexibility of my time. So even though I choose to work a lot, that's purely a choice, and I work only when I want to. I have total control over my schedule, and everything I do is something I want to be doing in that moment. But here's the thing. It wasn't always that way. After wearing suits and ties every working day from an office for almost 10 years straight, I know now that if the opportunity I'm considering requires responsibilities that obligate me to wear a suit and tie in an office location during set hours, I'm not interested, regardless of how much money I might be able to make. So that's a deal breaker for me. So understanding your personal lifestyle deal breakers, if you could live your dream life, can help you easily sort and qualify what you should focus your attention on. It helps you sort through the sea of options that are out there for you. And here's the thing. Maybe you're listening to this and you're saying, yeah, Matt, that all sounds great, but I have a job that comes with responsibilities and I have obligations and I can't just pick up and quit because I want to be a nomad somewhere. And that's understandable. I understand you have bills to pay and you're earning an income if you are working at a job you don't enjoy. But the thing is, almost everyone I know would live a totally different life if they were handed $10 million right now. You'd quit your job. You'd spend more time with your family. You'd explore the world also. And it took me about 3 years before I could fully transition away from previous obligations that I used to have. So it's not an overnight thing. But the point I'm trying to make is in order to get that eventually, it makes no sense to put any energy at all outside of your primary source of income towards building something else that will only lead you to hating your new life just as much as you may dislike the life you're living today. So the bottom line is, if you want to break that cycle, only focus your energy and efforts on things that will eventually lead to your dream lifestyle. And that's why we bring up so many different options here on this channel. Not everybody wants to or has enough time to build their own businesses. So we discuss passive investing. There are options for actually investing and earning huge amounts of money with little to no time commitment. I'll put some links in the description for you so you can check that out. Other people on this channel love the idea of working for themselves and building something bigger that's their own, like I have. And that's why we share the best short-term rental real estate hack out there as an example. Links will be in the description for that if you care to check it out. And then there are people like me that have the time and desire to do both of those things. There's no right or wrong way, but you can't let fear or an unwillingness to sacrifice when needed to stop you. The second prerequisite, aside from lifestyle as my number one priority to find a deal breaker, is going to be earnings potential. The upside earnings potential has to be at least 7 figures, or I'm going to strike that as a possibility. Now, will I in fact earn 7 figures at each venture I move into? No. In fact, in the short-term rental business, I haven't earned seven figures in a year. And I'm talking seven figures annually, folks. But the potential of doing so is absolutely there. I could scale that business to that level if I chose to. I have elected not to do that. I've done very well with short-term rentals, but it's not a business I'm going to build to seven figures. I just have to see that there are examples of people doing that in that industry, people I can look up to, people I can model my business after, in order to make sure that that is an eligible business for me to consider moving forward. So those are the two primary prerequisites. And once you've determined that direction of which option you like the best, start small and just start taking calculated risks, do it with smaller investments, and that approach is going to allow you to gain both experience as well as prove the concept so that you can gradually increase your comfort level and your risk taking. Now, the path to financial success, it is absolutely challenging, but understanding and addressing the barriers that hinder your progress are essential steps towards achieving your goals. And by overcoming the fear of taking risks and making necessary sacrifices, we can actually navigate these roadblocks that are in front of us. And you can see your aspirations become reality. Embracing calculated risks, increasing financial literacy, and adopting the mindset of sacrifice is going to empower individuals to turn your dreams of financial and lifestyle success into reality. So that's it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video as well as the view behind me. Absolutely stunning day. Look at all that snow, and it's still beautiful and actually kind of warm out here. Thank you for joining me, guys. Until I see you on the next one, make it a great day and keep on cash flowing. Take care.